So happy Women's Day, ladies. I have three special people here from SJI. I have Shahera, who is the co-founder of SJI Innovation. I have Lidya, assistant manager for finance, and Akshata, manager for HR team. First, Shahera, I would ask you a few questions. My first question is that how does the journey look like from the day one when we started this SJI from your perspective as a woman?
Well, of course, it wasn't easy. It was a challenging journey. To be honest, what made us go on this journey, it was the fact that I wanted flexibility in life where I could be a mother as well as have a career, which was the point that made us decide. I'm sure you and me started this journey together where we wanted some flexibility where we can also travel. So we didn't want to be in a full-time job where we were restricted. And I also wanted to have a family. So that's when we decided that this would really work out for us, where we start our freelancers journey together, where we will get the flexibility as well, be able to have both best of both worlds, I guess, have a family as well as have a career. But it wasn't an easy journey. It's the struggle at the beginning, not knowing whether we'll be able to actually have enough work for us to make enough for the living. So initial journey was difficult, but it was definitely worth it.
Thank you. What about as a leader? You hold two important departments. You've been working from day one as a leader in the company. The industry is mostly male dominated still. As a leader, as a women leader, what are some struggles you faced initially and still now, whether it is client with our team member?
I guess that stereotypical image always that, especially in the IT sector, where men are seen as the people with the knowledge and the IQ and knowing more technical, having more technical abilities than a woman. So, and it is still there. Some cases it still exists in the industry where when a woman is representing, it's usually seen as she does not know enough. So that I guess has been a struggle initially where a lot of the times even clients or team members would not think as highly of me as a woman because they would always feel like maybe I would not know as enough in the technical sector. So that has been, I would say, the initial challenge. And still there is that challenge there. Sometimes when you go into bigger industry meetings and things, you do face where you're seen as someone with less technical ability than, I guess, a male counterpart.
But you have overcome it over the years. Like what has worked for you?
I think basically expressing what you know, the knowledge you have without holding yourself back, letting the world know that you know what you're talking about. I think that's what it is that don't hold yourself back, don't be intimidated by the fact that this industry is male dominated. What you know, if once you actually start implementing and expressing what knowledge you have, it eventually does get you that respect and the position where you should be as a woman or as a leader.
What about an advice to anyone watching who are in their 20s, whether they should start this entrepreneurial journey, and what would be one advice to them?
Definitely start it if you want the flexibility, but be ready to fail. This is very important that you will fail. You'll have to have the strength to get back up again and continue. But like I said before, the reward is immense. So I would definitely recommend going for it.
Thank you. Lydia, I don't know, me and Shahera were talking yesterday even that how many roles you have played over the years for SJI. Finally, you are still doing our kind of head of finance in the company. How is your journey from day one, like what you started with and where you are? And what has motivated you to change so many careers in last 17 years, right? You turned 17 in SJI.
17. Yeah, so last 17 years, almost 18 now. So they have been challenging with a lot of changes in the career and the change of roles. From QA, where I set up the QA team in SJI Innovation, to moving into project management and then to finance. It's a lot of learning And of course, the trust from both of you and the motivation that I have got from both of you has like pushed me forward in my career, and the skills that I've built up over these years, I think that has kept me going.
So, what would be an advice to someone who is graduating from college as a woman that IT career is it the right thing for them, and how your role has changed? Should they be open-minded about the career choice they're making?
Of course, of course. Unless and until you try, nothing will happen. So that's the main thing that has to happen. Like try until you succeed. That's the motto we go by. So of course they should.
Definitely.
Yes.
Akshata, you are also playing an important role, head of HR, every three office location, four location you are managing resource. How are you handling that? Because in IT, still women in IT is still a taboo in many cases in India and Bangladesh. So how do you keep a balance? Like, how to make them welcome for, SJI, that women are welcome in SJI and they can grow their career in SJI?
So, first of all, the base is set by having Shahera. So that becomes very easy for me to have anything, like, any of the rules. When they know, like, who are the co-founders or anything like that, when the woman is there at that position level. So it becomes easier, like, acceptance becomes very easy. Plus, when other members are there, females are there, they also feel very comfortable because policies, everything, we have to think from all perspectives. And obviously, like, women are known to think like overthinkers also at times, but that overthinking does help us to look into different aspects and different angles of it. So that gives us the edge for that. It's a benefit kind of thing. And obviously, Shahira having that position is a great deal for us.
That's great. What would be your advice for college grad who are graduating in computer on other field, or whether they should join IT as a career choice? You have seen many, girls and women coming in and talking to them. What is your experience? What do you want to tell them?
So a lot of girls who come in, most of them are not flexible. So when you come into IT, first thing what I also tell them is you need to be flexible. I mean, you have to be in the initial years of your life and all, because that's when you get competitive, you learn things and all those things. Because a lot of girls say like, no, I need to go home by 6 o'clock and all. It's still there. I'm not talking about many years back or something. Still, they are like not comfortable, don't want to travel or anything like that. But that if you break through, because now a lot of things and a lot of companies are coming back, work from office and all those things. So don't put yourself only in the comfort zone or something like that. To try to stretch it out, you will get a lot of competition, but it's very easy for a woman because they are hard workers. They have the thing. They are multitaskers,
Mm-hmm.
so they can multitask a lot of things. So that should be easy for them also.